Hello, good day. So, guys, no, let's have a recap first of what we had discussed last time. So, iba, we have discussed yung ating office project management, which includes yung identification ng organizational structures, no, and yung mga firms na kailangan. And then also the risk management that we discussed as well, yung ating project controls which includes yung ating share natin yan. Yan. So ito yung ating project controls which includes yung ating planning and scheduling, uh yung ating risk management, then the cost estimating, the cost management and assurance, schedule and management and control, the change order management, the change or the document control, the supplier performance, and the project reporting. So these controls no are the discipline and the methodical processes na ginagamit to support a project management methodologies no that focuses on controlling the schedule and cost of the project. Yan. So again no, doon sa ating risk management, sometimes dito pumapasok yung ating mga um document control which includes yung ating agreements, no? So with regards to agreements, so meron niyang uh, written and verbal type, no? So, sa written, syempre, mas safe gamitin ang mga written agreement since it is a black and white between two parties, no? So, ang kagandahan sa kanya is mas madali mo mamomonitor kung alin yung tama at mali dun sa ating mga ginagawa na kailangan enforce doon sa project na gagawin. Pero if ever no, if ever there's a case na magkaroon ng verbal agreement between two parties, verbal agreement can also create a legally binding contract, no? Basta meron lang siyang proper contractual elements na present. Okay? So, at a legal standpoint, no, the verbal contract can often be as valid as written contracts as well, no? Tulad nga nung an example niyo doon sa inyong mga case studies, no, merong isa doon na example na it's just a verbal contract, pero at least, 'di ba, na-enforce pa rin yung kanyang agreement. So nagkaroon ng legal settlement between two parties. So ang nagiging problem or this or disadvantage no between the verbal agreement is yung risk niya that you will have a dispute no with the higher over what is agreed because you are both relying on memory agreement. So the risk that court won't enforce the contract because you may not be able to prove yung existence of contract or yung terms. So much better if you do a project, much better to have a written agreement. Okay? Siguro if ever no, there is a continuity between two parties. Halimbawa, naka-several projects na kayo, siguro more or less, let's say naka 10 projects na ng sunod-sunod. So siguro doon papasok yung ating ah doon natin pwede consider to have a verbal agreement. Okay? Yon. So that's our recap for our last lesson, no? So now we will be having our architectural firm marketing strategies. So yun ang ating lesson for the day. Okay? So let's share our slide first. Okay. So let's have now our marketing basics for design firms. Okay? So ayan. So no, why marketing is important for architects? So marketing is important because it is not an additional activity or a task, but it is a kind of thing, no, that is um a type of tool that speaking for yourself para hindi ka na every now and then that you have to discuss everything to a client, no? So at least from the marketing itself, alam na nila kung ano yung ginagawa mo, kung ano yung kaya mong gawin, no? So we should not take this marketing as an additional task for you as an architect, no? So it is a means, no, to bring new projects, new business, and new opportunities for your firm, no? It is also a tool to make your presence felt in the industry, that you exist, you coexist with other firms, no? Kahit na bago ka pa lang, ganyan. At least you have, kung maganda yung marketing strategy mo, no? So, magkakaroon ka ng edge in between others. Yan. And then, reputed firms also, no, will attract talented people, which results into good design and producing a better productivity and more profit, syempre, on behalf of your business. Okay? So, ayan. So, with regards here, no, it's on the slide, in accordance with American Institute of Architects, no, um, it is prohibited by architects to use even the simplest forms of marketing noon, no, in 1909. So, nagkaroon siya ng anti-marketing culture, no? So, nangyari with the economic conditions, nagkaroon ng cutting edge the competition. So, yung rapid development of technologies, medyo napag-iwanan siya. So, doon pumasok na yung ating pro-marketing culture. Okay? Next. So, with regards, no, these are the samples of marketing. Okay? So, pero for this, like this one, with the engineer, with the civil engineer, no, marketing strategies niya, no? So, nakalagay diyan architectural services, which is supposedly not included in his services because architectural services are for us, architects only. Then free consultation. There is no such thing as free consultation. May bayad po lahat yan. Okay? Again, there's no such thing as free house design, free consultation, free planning, because all in all, no, um, we consider it as pinagpaguran natin yan. Okay? So, we studied 5 years for it and 2 years apprenticeship just to take our board exam. So, hindi po totoo yung mga free house design na yan and estimates. Lahat po yan ay included sa mga babayaran. no? So yung mga ganyang advertisement ay hindi po magandang example because it kills our businesses, um, and it lures clients, no? So in short, nanloloko na yung iba just to have a client. Okay? So these are the examples din, no, ng ating mga um advertisement. So in relation to public, which is the people itself or the community that we serve, no, we should not use paid advertisement nor use self laudatory, exaggerated or misleading publicity, which is yung kanina, which is the best example yung kanina. This guys, no, is implemented sa ating Code of Ethics. Makikita po natin yan sa Code of Ethics in section 3.4. Okay? So, we should not solicit nor permit to solicit, no, in his or her name, advertisements or other supports toward the cost of any publication presenting his or his work. Yan. Okay? So, yung mga ganyan po, yan po ay ating iniiwasan because it's a conflict of interest. Okay? So, next. So, this one, no, this method can help all the architects greatly, and would also obtain potential clients for their businesses if it has a right strategies of marketing themselves. Okay? So, um all the content tailored, no, in social platforms, no, pwede po kasi yan in social platforms, no, in a SOCMED. Okay? So, pwede po yan sa Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, no? Sa LinkedIn, pwede rin po yan. That can publicize your business and fosters engagement. Okay? Our code does not say not to advertise, but it says, no, not to engage in paid advertisement and not to use self-laudatory, no, and misleading publicity. So remember that. Yun po ang hindi pinapayagan ng ating code. But we are advised to advertise ourselves as well, no? So one of the most effective low-cost online marketing tool is what? Yung sending a regular email newsletter doon sa ating client base and interested prospects, no? And then one of the example yung ating calling card that is also a form of advertisement, 'di ba? So yung paggawa natin ng calling card is a point of advertising yourselves, no, without paying people to distribute it for you, 'di ba? Kaya nga pagka um if ever you're an architect na, no? So, halimbawa may Connex, may mga Philconstruct, no? You bring your calling cards and then you drop it dun sa kanilang mga drop boxes para at least, no, um, pwede ka nilang tawagan anytime, no? Para at least kung kailangan mo rin nung kanilang mga products, mas madali ka nilang mapupuntahan. Okay? So, advertisement and marketing, no, of our profession, and tayo as an architect, no, is not a violation of the code of ethics, no? So, you can have your own website, pwede yun, or a personal page on Facebook or any other social media platform, no, that can promote our practices, no, or your firm, no. What is important is that you only promote your projects, upcoming projects, and should be in good taste. Siyempre pagka ipo-promote mo yung sarili mo, siyempre hindi mo naman isasama kung saan yung nagkaroon ka ng problemang project, 'di ba? So siyempre ilalagay mo dun yung mga naging maganda yung results. Siyempre hindi naman maiiwasan na magkaroon tayo ng mga problems na with regards to our projects. Kasi kasama 'yan, 'no? We learn from our mistakes at doon tayo makakakuha ng mga ideas on how to change our programs in creating our projects. Okay? So, also, no, we can ask, no, a professional, no, photographer or any professional friend, no, in assisting on how you brand yourself, no? Kasi branding is important, no? Because nowadays, perception is the key. So if you don't brand yourself, then others will brand you. In short, maraming judgmental. Okay? So before anyone could judge you, create na kung ano yung gusto mong makita nila sa'yo. Okay? So, the architect can market his service, no? Can market his service, and he or she is encouraged to do it, no? So for as long as fair and true, along with the purpose of making the profession of architecture known to the public, as well as the role of the architect in the society, no? So syempre yan yung mga ina-advocate natin as an architect. Okay, no? And of course, no, make the architect known to the world so that they will stop calling us engineers. Okay? Alam nyo, actually, no, most of the time, lalo na in the provinces, uh, hindi naman sa lahat, but most of them, hindi nila alam kung ano ang ating work, no? Kaya minsan tatawagin ka, graduate ka na ng architecture and then you pass the board exam, kaka-license mo lang. Sometimes, pag nakita ka nila, "Uy, engineer," ganyan-ganyan. Eh, 'di ba minsan nakakaano 'yun, parang, parang, architect po ako, hindi po ako engineer." 'No? So, minsan gano'n na lang yung nasasabi mo, parang, "Okey po," gano'n. 'No, pero at least 'no, um we encourage also the others to know that we are architects and not engineers. Okay? So yun po ang kailangan nating i-market, no? Let us help in promoting architecture as a profession of your own practice. Kasi syempre, architect ka nga, minsan tinatawag ka pang engineer, di ba? Minsan nakakainis. So at least, di ba? Parang in a way, you will promote yourself, no? Siyempre, in a positive way, no? Creating what is best for our profession as well. Hindi mo na matutulungan yung sarili mo, matutulungan mo din yung iba. Okay? Yan. And most importantly, no, when you get a project, show your client how professional, competent, and reliable architects are. No? Hindi yung mga mandurugas, mga komisyonero, no? Yung mga patakbuhin, hindi ganyan. Otherwise, you are not helping the profession at all. Instead, you are digging a pit, no? Nililibing mo yung sarili nating profession when you do that. So at least, no, be proactive in creating um the best project as we could, no? Yan. Next. So ito 'no, si, Carlos Ott 'no, nagkaroon siya ng billboards, in Guadalupe and Rockwell area noon 'no. Um, so kung gano'n yung marketing 'no, we're pretty sure na UAP and a good number of Filipino architects would react. So, um nakalagay dun sa kanyang ano, eh, meet architect Carlos Ott, he built the Paris modern theater icon, 'no? Guess where he's headed next? Rockwell. So ganyan 'no, so parang dapat ganyan natin i-market yung sarili natin. Minsan kasi one of the greatest competition in our profession is ourselves, yung sarili natin mismo. Because sometimes we do not know the real value of ourselves, no? Like tingnan niyo tong ating itong architect na designer of Burj Al Arab na Uruguayan architect. He's an accredited designer of Dubai Burj Al Arab kasi hindi siya sikat, no? So dapat from there, no, dapat we brand ourselves. So yun ang maganda, dapat meron tayong sariling branding that is unique to others. Okay? So ito, no, yung kanyang project ni Carlos Ott. Ayan. So next, no, dun sa ating strategies, no, sa ating marketing basics for design firms, meron po itong ating Porter Five Forces model of competition, no? So ano ba tong the five Porter forces? So the five Porter forces is created by Michael Eugene Porter, which is an American academe, no, known for his theories on economics, business strategy, and social causes. So he is a professor of Bishop William Lawrence University and Harvard Business School as well, no? And one of the founders of the consulting firm, the Monitor Group and FSG, a Social Impact Consultants, no? So finormulate niya itong ating five forces analysis, no? So the Porter five forces analysis, no, is a framework that attempts to analyze the level of competition within an industry and business strategy development. So the Porter five forces model, no, helps managers and analysts to understand the competitive landscape that a company faces and to understand how a company is positioned within it. So yun yung um, ginagawa nung Porter Five forces. So it's a framework, no, to analyze the level of competition. So ano ba yung mga framework na yan? Eto. So again, no, the Porter Five forces is a structured framework, no? So the five forces are competitive rivalry, no? Threat of a new entrance, threat of substitutes, no? Ito yun. The supplier power and the buyer's power. Yan. Okay. So these five forces, excuse me, analysis now helps the organization to understand the factors affecting the profitability in a specific industry and can help to inform decisions relating to whether to enter a specific industry, no, whether to increase capacity in a specific industry, and developing competitive strategies, no, on a certain industry as well. So ano ba yung main objective nitong limang forces model na 'to? So meron siyang objective. Um, ang objective niya is to assess the overall competitive landscape of a particular business sector, no? So each of these five forces corresponds to a key component, no, of market intensity. So again, ano ba yung mga external analysis, no, na kino-consider? So again, ito yun, no, yung barriers to entry, no, and new entry threats, ito yon. the new entrants. Then the buyer's power, the supplier's power, again, a threat from substitute products, and lastly, yung ating rivalry as a key, no, to external environment forces in developing strategy. Okay? So, punta tayo dito sa ating limang forces na to. So, dun muna tayo sa una, which is the threat of new entrants. Yan. So, with the threats of new entrants, ibig sabihin, no, it is a risk of a new competitor, no, which creates for a current companies within an industry. So, ito ay nangyayari when a new company begins selling a similar product or service as an existing company. So, pumapasok dyan, no, like sa atin, sa mga arkitekto, pare-pareho tayo ng halos pare-parehas. Hindi naman pare-parehas, pero halos pare-parehas tayo ng product and services na binibigay, no? So, magkakatalo lang yan kung paano mo gagawin o kung paano mo ipapakilala yung sarili mo, no? Doon sa mga nandyan na firms, okay? So, the threats of the new entrants, no, is the existence of barriers to entry. Ano yung mga yan? Kasama dyan yung brand equity. Ano pa? Yung capital requirements. Yung access sa distribution. Then the absolute cost advantages. Kasama yan. The curve advantages and the government policies. Okay? So, new entrants, no, are the architects with new firms. Sinabi ko nga kanina, yun yung mga kagagawa lang ng bagong firms, no, na makikisalamuha, no, doon sa mga existing firms already. However, there are relatively high entry barriers, no, that benefits yung mga nandyan na, yung mga naka-establish na, no? First of all, no, they have a reputation na, which is the primary way of getting a new project, no? So without a reputation, new firms may sit without work, no? At karaniwan minsan nagsasara kasi nga hindi pa sila kilala. Then second, pag bago ka, you need a capital to employ your staffs. Ano pa? Yung pag-lease mo ng mga gamit, no? Yung pagbili mo ng equipment, no? Office space. Yan. So kung yung owner walang original capital, no? Hindi naman yan ipoprovide ng bangko unless meron kang confirmed clients na naka-line up, no? So the client usually will not be willing to hire a firm that does not exist yet, no? So there are merong mga risk, no, associated with having an architectural firm because of the high expenses of construction mistakes, no? So in summary natin, no, um many small startup architecture firms are stuck trying to cross the barriers, no, to enter the field and boost their profitability, no? The difficulty, no, to enter as a problem, no, for those small firms that are right on the edge or only get projects occasionally. Okay? So usually guys, no, um personally, mahirap talaga sa una. mahirap makipagsabayan lalo na kung wala kang wala kang family background sa ating profession. Ako personally, ako nahirapan ako because in our family, um ako lang yung arkitekto. May mga relatives na architects, yes. But ang layo ng agwat. Parang they are so seniors to a newbie like me noon, no? Nung kagagraduate ko lang. So, ang hirap kumuha ng projects. Minsan pa, when you do a personal project, minsan maluloko ka pa, no? May mga times na darating yung point na yon when you will see yourself na hindi ka na kumita, nag-abono ka pa, no? Pero syempre hindi ka naman titigil doon. Syempre sa umpisa may mga ganun talagang pangyayari na minsan hindi mo maiiwasan, no? Pero at least just do what you can possibly uplift yourselves, no? To gain trust in this profession. Yan. So second, yung ating threats of substitutes. When we say threat of substitution, no, these are yung companies are concerned about the threats of substitute products or services displacing their own. So the threat of substitute, no, is high when rivals or even companies outside the industry offer more attractive or a lower cost products. Okay? So the threats of substitution is high, no? So the cost of switching is also a factor. Okay? So substitutes, no, are present in some market segments, but not in all naman sa atin, no, in our industry. So a residential market, for example, no, has substitute of clients buying a turnkey houses and not hiring architects, no? So it must be noted that at some point, there could have been an architect involved in developing the original blueprints. However, yung sa ganitong mga building types, no, the law does not require the presence of an architect. Other substitute in housing market, no, is for the owners to design and build their own houses. Most frequently, people buy yung mga pre-built houses because iniisip nila hiring an architect or building yourself a house is expensive and it may be more difficult to sell a house designed to individual needs. So, pero no, some commercial segments such as healthcare or sports markets do not have substitutes due to the nature and complexity of these building types. Oh, ayan. So, it is important, no, to see the changes and stay up to the speed nung pagbabago ng mga developments. So, to wrap it up, no, the force of substitutes can be strong depending on the market and firm types. But the general trend is that the architect is losing the central role in the project management and the contractor is obtaining it, no? So, parang dahil andiyan si contractor, minsan, na-overpower niya. So, dapat hindi ganon, no? So, the firm can choose to fight this or follow it. But, it seems, no, that for the firms who want to stay involved in the process, it may be better to join efforts with the contractor and work as one firm instead of being separate entities. So that's why, like for me, no, today, meron tayong sariling, ayan. So, meron tayong, ikaw as an architect, then meron kang mga sub-professionals, no, at your back, na siyang pumipirma ng iyong structural, ng iyong plumbing, ng iyong electrical, ng iyong mechanical, no? Tapos, you have your friend contractor as well, no? Na mapagkakatiwalaan mo na hindi ka lalamunin. Okay? Yan. So I guess the best thing to do is learn to select your sub-professionals, no? You must learn to see kung sino yung magba-backup sa'yo, sino yung hindi ka iiwan, at sino yung pagkakatiwalaan mo. Okay? Next. Bargaining power over buyers, no? So the bargaining powers of buyers is the concept that customers can apply pressure to vendor in order to lower the product prices, increase the product quality, or provide better customer care. No, so the buyer can bargain with an insurer wanting to increase their premiums if there are plenty of other companies offering the same services cheaper. So in the fields, no, such as insurance companies, they often promote introductory offers for your customers to encourage them to switch loyalties, no? So in architectural services naman, clients can be either public like government or private, no? Like business or households. Yan yung mga makakasalamuha natin. So they can have different cultural background, meron din silang different social positions. They have different characters. So these factors influence their desires and needs in architecture. So in order to pacify, the strong power of the buyer, an architecture firm can either find ways to eliminate yung the buyer from the equation altogether or to establish a long-lasting relationship with the buyer. So ibig sabihin, no, um kung ikaw ay arkitekto at sa iyong kliyente, ihain mo kung ano yung mga importante nating ginagawa, no? Kung bakit kailangan ganito yung bayad natin. Kasi hindi naman tayo basta-basta nagpaplano, okay? Hindi tayo yung basta na lang um, planning on a site na gusto ng kliyente. We have to show them the considerations we do before we do the final plan o yun yung final look ng ating ginagawa. Ano yan, yung mga external factors, the environmental factors. We have to inculcate on their minds that we coexist with environment and we need to consider that one to make the project a better uh, thing to live in. No? So, hindi naman tayo basta-basta nagpaplano lang ng kung ano-ano dahil gusto lang natin. Tayo ay nagpaplano dahil sa hinihingi ng or needs ng isang client and the needs of the environment that surrounds it. Siyempre, ipoposition mo yung bahay in accordance kung saan yung comfortability ng titira ay i-consider natin. So, yun yung mga kailangan natin ipaintindi with our clients to to change their minds in bargaining. Okay? Kasi pag na-establish nyo na yung character na alam mo kung ano yung ginagawa mo, hindi na sila magtatanong minsan ng bargain. Ay, mahal naman, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. So, usually maririnig niyo 'yan, eh, when you have a client, sasabihin niya, "Architect, hindi ba puwedeng bawasan, mahal naman," ganyan, ganyan. So, from there, you have to explain kung bakit gano'n, 'no? Kasi sir, um, we need this, additional, uh, design because of the external factors we need to lessen, the noise pollution that we need to protect your house with, mga ganyan, 'no? So we have to check on that. Okay? So fourth, ayan, konti na lang. So fourth, 'no, is bargaining power of suppliers. When we say bargaining power of suppliers, um, it is a concept, no, that suppliers can apply pressure to companies by lowering the product quality or availability by raising the product prices. Yan. Pero this one, sa atin, no, suppliers are employees of an architecture office. Why? Because binibili natin yung kanilang products. Okay? So, um, consultants and vendors, no, such as software manufacturers and office suppliers, um, ito yung mga employees, no? So, the architectural professionals are different levels starting from internship moving through the ranks to being a project captain and finally becoming the project architect. When we say bargaining power, no, of consultant, depends on their availability. Kung nagkukulang ba. Yan. So, um, for example, no, the suppliers are important force, but it is not as powerful as the power of buyers. Kasi minsan the suppliers come and go, no? Um, Currently, there is no need to address the bargaining power of employee, no, as this increases in demand. So, but there's a need to select which kind of employee you want to have, no, depending on it and establishing um contacts to them. Okay? So, ito by selection na lang siya depending on kung alin yung mas beneficial to you. Okay? Next, and lastly, yung rivalry inside the industry. So this is very eminent in our profession, no? So, industry rivalry, no, usually takes in a form of position by various tactics, no? So the rivalry tends to increase the intensity when companies feel competitive pressure or to see opportunity to improve their position. Like in us, no, in our industry, competition is tough, no, among the existing firms due to the lower demand than supply, no. In idiomatic expression, it is a cutthroat, no. So when we see a big picture, no, in every firm competes against one another since architects are trained to handle any building type. So as the view narrows, some architects, no, choose not to work on a certain building type because uh they may not consider it prestigious. Like for example, mga parking lots, syempre 'di ba parang kung ang project mo parking lots, ano ba di-design mo doon? So puro parking lang. Although mahirap siya, no, in a way, in a consideration on the turnabouts of vehicles, no? Yan. So in the market, no, uh that are less interesting for the competition will be less. So, some building types are very complex and not all architects are suitable to do it. No? Kasi syempre, dito papasok yung ating mga expertise and yung ating competencies. Kaya nga mas maganda, no, guys, after the board exam or whatever it is, kung ano yung mga ginagawa man ninyo. Halimbawa, pagka-graduate nyo, then you take the board exam, you take the masters already. I encourage you to do masters para at least you have the edge already in competition. No? Oo, sabihin natin, sige magaling ka, ganyan, ganyan. Iba pa din if you have masters. No? So, you are updated. We have the new market to enter. So, mas nagiging ano yung competition. No? So, for example, no, with the, halimbawa, with the well-known architects here in the Philippines, let's say it's Palafox, no? They compete less on price, but more on image, no? Kasi, uh, means the client wants a Palafox building, no? They will they will only get it at his office. So usually in these firm types, no, the clients come to the architect and not the other way around, no? Pero most architects do not enjoy the situation. The competition is related to the demand, and when there is low demand, competition is strong. Okay? So, and then if the demand is high, unlikely some other industries, no, or outsider will open this business because education and training that is required to be an architect before opening the office is lengthy. Mahaba ang proseso, no? So, in time of high demands, no, architectural firms can raise fees and enjoy larger profits kung may scarcity ng architectural firm um needs, no? Pero since as of now, no, like today na we're on pandemic pa din, it is very hard to penetrate in the industry, no? Pero syempre hindi naman tayo mawawalan ng pag-asa. We have to strive well to make ourselves known. Okay? Next. So ito na tayo sa design firms. So your marketing strategy no starts and sleeves and dies with your customer. So to develop your marketing strategy, it is imperative that you forget about your dreams or visions, no, your intentions, but not your customer. It is vital. It's very vital for every architects, no, that you consider first your customers. Okay? So those are the thoughts to ponder. So what are the four common dilemmas of of marketing for startup design firms? So number one, so ano no, when dilemmas, problems or predicaments, you have to treat it with optimistic mindset, no? So ano ba yung difference between optimistic mindset and pessimistic mindset? For example, pag optimistic ka, ang sabihin mo, the glass is half full. Pag pessimistic, ang negative agad, the glass is half empty. Siyempre, mas maganda na yung half full kasi sa half empty. Kasi sa half full, ibig sabihin malapit na mapuno. Pag it is half empty, malapit na siyang maubos. No? But, for a marketing consultant, no? Pag sinabi niyang ng marketing, your glass needs resizing. O, 'di ba? So parang alin yung mas positive? So si marketing, 'di ba? So dapat ganun yung mindset natin. So si optimistic is idealistic, hoper, but si pessimistic ay doubter and worrier. Okay? So ito yung mga four dilemmas when we do Startup design firms, lack of resources, yan, time and experience. This continuous flow of work, not getting new projects continuously. Your method of advertising, which is satisfying for its needs. Then the competition, no, with a more experienced firm. So dun papasok yung marketing strategy mo. Kung paano mo i-market yung sarili mo with those existing um firms. Okay? So, what are the 7 steps or roadmap of marketing for small firms? Number one is identify and understand your customer needs. So, you should be specific and do not generalize yung inyong needs ng customer because customers have different needs, different characters, and different kinds of living. So you have to research from the very bottom part of your client kung ano yung ginagawa niya uh from the start of the day after he woke up, no? And then after working, pag-uwi sa house, anong ginagawa niya? Para mas alam mo kung paano ipaplano ang kanyang kung halimbawa, ang kanyang bahay, kung paano mo ito gagawin na mas angkop doon sa may-ari. Kasi hindi naman yung gusto mo ang dapat masunod kasi hindi ka naman titira doon. Ang titira doon yung kliyente mo. Okay? Next is carry out market research and market gap analysis. So, ano yung mga questions na kailangang matanong? Where are your customers located? Saan ba nakatira? Saan ba yung site? Why will they care about your services? And what are the new opportunities? So, yan yung ating mga questions. Okay? Then third, study your competitors. Pag-aralan yung inyong mga competition. So, what can you learn no, from them and what mistakes can be avoided? Again, learn. Kung hindi ma-avoid yung mistake, learn from it. Okay? Then identify why customers will prefer you over your competitor. Bakit ba niya ako pipiliin? Ay kasi mas magaling siya, ganon? Hindi. So dapat, ang ano mo is, ang iisipin mo doon ay dapat ikaw ang mapili dahil ito ang ihahain mong services with your client. Okay? Fourth, create a marketing budget. Identify the personnel responsible for marketing and allocate time, which is very important. You need a timetable, no, to meet the needs of your client. The next, create a systematic marketing plan and strictly follow it. Okay? When you do, when you do a timetable and yung ating strategic planning, so dapat nasusunod yon. Hindi pwede namang gumawa ka nga tapos iba pa rin yung sinusunod mo. So sana hindi ka na lang gumawa, 'di ba? So pag gano'n, dapat kung ano yung processes na meron. Kaya nga 'di ba guys, if you remember dun sa ating mga UAP documents, dun sa mga pre-design services, merong flow of work doon na mas maganda nating sundin, no? The next, positioning. So be visible and approachable to your potential customers. Okay. O sabihin natin mahiyain ka talaga. Hiyang-hiya ka, 'di ba? So dapat at least no, make yourself approachable. Nakakausap ka man lang sana kahit sa text, sa call, hindi yung tatawag yung client mo. Hala, tumatawag siya. Kabang-kaba ka ngayon, hindi mo na nasagot. Dapat hindi gano'n, no? So you have to consider kung papaano mo mapapakita sa iyong kliyente na ikaw ay talagang willing to work with him. Okay? Then lastly, review. Review your marketing processes at every step and continuously improve the work you provide for your client. In the end, mas dadami yung kliyente mo, mas makikilala ka, at magiging continuous yung pagpasok ng projects. Okay? So, what are the 5 key pointers in choosing a firm's name? No? So, number one, think long term, at least 5 years ahead. Keep it simple. Kung gusto mo acronym, pwede. No? Pwede naman yun. Tsaka mo nang ipaliwanag kung ano ba yung acronym na yan. So, the fewer, the better. Architect's name, pwede. Be brave to deny. So, if you think you started out with the wrong name, pwede mo namang sabihin, hindi akin po yan. No? And then, pero make an effort to change for it. Mamaya, gumawa ka ng name. Okay. Tapos, hindi sumikat. Ang pangit. Ngayon, nagbago ka. Pero halos kaparehas lang din naman nung, alam mo, di sana hindi ka na nagbago ng name. So, dapat, when you change your name, dapat yung matatandaan ng tao, mas matatandaan ng tao. Then, you use keywords. Yung easy to find sa mga various search engines. Baka mamaya nagpaka-ano ka, nagpaka-nationalista ka, yung mahal mo ang Pilipinas, tapos alibata ang ginamit mo ngayon. Sino ba nakakaalam na alibata? Konti lang naman. So, dapat, no, pwede mong gamitin yon halimbawa, as a logo. Pero kung name, siguro, you select a way na mas simple. Okay? So many owners know they have a problem with the name of their company, but they just hope it will somehow magically resolve itself. But unfortunately, it doesn't. No? So be brave to change it. Baguhin nyo kung kailangan baguhin. Okay? There's no wrong in changing the name. Ang mali, yung hindi na nga tama, nakakapit ka pa. Ay, okay. Hugot yon, okay? Yan. Next. So, in naming your firm, no, it is like laying the cornerstone of a building. So, dapat mas madali siyang tandaan. So, these are the examples, no, ng names ng mga firm. Yan. So, propose tagline, no? Paano? To convey the essence of business. Tells the consumers ideally how they hopefully will feel about the brand. It is not about what you do. It focuses more about why you do what you do. Okay? So, yung taglines, nakaka-help yan. No? So, halimbawa, kumbaga, let's say, di ba, pag sinabi mong at your service, yes. Ano yun? SM. Di ba? Ginagaya-gaya pa yung step minsan, ganyan. Okay? So, yung mga branding na ganyan, at least mas mas, halimbawa, um, BDO, we find ways. Ganyan. Yung mga ganun taglines ba? Yan. So, architect ka ba? Kaya pala hanggang plano ka lang. So, wag ganon. Wag ganyan dapat ang ating outlook sa buhay. Okay? So, ways how to start your architectural firm. So, una, enough room for desk and some chairs for clients to sit in. Second, storage for paperworks and plans. Guys, remember, napakarami nating paperworks at napakalalaki pa ng mga papel na kailangan natin just to make those plans. At kaya kailangan natin ng malaking storage area. Okay? Put pictures on walls of previous architectural projects, no? Of architectural works that you admired. Yan, okay? Then pick out a name na madaling tandaan and of course, register it in the government. Hindi ka naman pwede magtayo ng firm na hindi naka-register. Abay, madidimanda ka niyan. Okay? Yan. Check local planning office to find out a business license or inspection before opening. Guys, marami yan. BIR, DTI, no? Mga mayor's permit, lahat, city permit, lahat ng permit sa health, kasama na yan sa fire protection, kasama din yan. Napakarami nating kailangang i-check with the local planning office para maging legal ang ating pagtatayo ng firm. Ayan, no? So, obtain any liability insurance and license needed. So, ayan, no? So, mag-start ka from SEC, DTI, today, then LGU. From LGU, papasok si SSS, no? BIR, PHIC, yan, no? So, ayan yung mga kailangan natin gawin. I'll just give you, no, yung ating mga um organizational charts and descriptions para mabasa nyo yon. Okay? Ay, ayaw malipat. Next, get any computer equipment needed, no? Architectural design software, plotter kung kaya, no? Paper for printing blueprints. Pero usually, no, for this one, sa mga malalaking firms na ito, no? Pero kung small firm ka, you can do this outside of your office, no? Kasi syempre, mahal din naman po yung mga printer na yan. Okay, yung mga plotter, mahal din po yan. It will cost you millions as well. So, next is hand out business cards to all your friends as well as anyone you meet. Okay? And then, of course, no, your business cards must be recognizable. Hindi yung forgettable yung itsura. Okay? Then join a local business referral group to start networking with others and local business owners. Ito guys, no, maganda to when you do networking with others. Kasi the word of mouth, ay si architect ano po, sige. Halimbawa, meron kasi iba nakadepende yung pag ano niya sa pag-create ng kanyang clients by word of mouth. So, by referral, mas maganda. At least you have a reputation na okay ang gawa mo. Okay? Then, talk to the builders to see if they might be interested in referring clients to you or working with you in a project. So, yun nga, as I have said kanina, find uh, find a better partner, sub professionals na makakatulong sa'yo, hindi yung sisirain ka. Okay? Next, make sure that you create a portfolio for prospective customers to view online kung kaya mo, no? Kung kaya mong kumuha ng um, um, online portfolio, much better. No, you also need to create a physical portfolio, no, to distribute to builders, engineers, as well as potential clients na pwede. Okay? So, yan. Then try to stay organized as possible to cut down the on accountant fees since time is money. So, you may need to study how to manage your money, no? Pero usually pagka malalaking firms na kasi, syempre you need an audit uh group para magma-manage ng iyong um accounts. Kasi baka mamaya hindi naman na nagwo-work yung ano mo eh, go ka pa ng go, wala ka na palang kinikita. Okay? So yan. Then after this, you find a client. Okay? So, for finding a client, you have a thorough research for it. Again, no? Kasi marami yan. Okay? So, let's find a client. Number one, identify the sources around you and explore them. So, sino-sino ba yung mga potential clients? Attorneys, bankers, commerce, Mrs. Daily, community service clubs, consultants, contractors, employees, existing clients, friends, lead finding services, lead swapping networks, news media, as well as other architects pwede, no? So, mga past clients, realtors, pwede rin yan. Religious institutions, secretary services, trade associations, trade publications, and many to mention as well, no? Then, choose your portfolio. Dapat maayos yung portfolio natin. Then, be visible all the time. When you say be visible all the time, out of sight is out of mind. So, be where your client is. No? So stay active on blogs kung kaya mo mag-blog, social networking websites, events, exhibitions, conferences, kailangan you're visible. Social parties, ganyan. Internet also no is a powerful tool. So kaya nga tayo may mga symposiums, may mga talks, meron tayong may mga one of the best things that we had no with the UAP is yung ating convention. Kasi with the convention, andyan yung makikilala mo yung ibang arkitekto, suppliers, makikilala mo. Then, your networks will be larger. Mas marami kang makikilala. No? So, basta marami ka ring makapupuntahan mga websites na pwede mong i-ano yung sarili, market yung sarili mo. No? Of course, we have the Sortfolio, Behance, ganyan, Carbon Made, Twitter, Facebook, no, LinkedIn, IG, Instagram, yan. Mga yan, pwede yan. Okay? So, um, do not look desperate. Huwag kang desperado, no? You have to be confident on yourself. Avoid knocking at wrong doors. Ito guys, minsan din may iwasan, no? Minsan may mga makakatok kang pintuan na instead of helping you, they will destroy you. But by that, no, you have to be strong and find yourself a way to improve yourself. Okay? And then the power of shake hand. So shake hands, no, when we deal with other people is a sign of um, friendship and power. No? So you have that. And of course, lastly, prepare. You have to be prepared. Prepare yourself at every task that is counted on you. And then if you are prepared on whatever circumstances happens to you, then you are ready to be an architect. Okay? Last, key to success. 'Di ba? Our if you partner those letters with numbers, hard work is 98%, knowledge is 99%, and attitude is 100%. Kung wala kang attitude, matalino ka nga, masipag ka nga, kung pangit ang attitude mo, wala din. Iiwanan ka din ng tao. They will not hire you if your attitude is not good. You have the knowledge, you have the hard work, But best of all, you must have the attitude for you. Okay? So that's the best thing that we can consider para mas mahalin ka ng kliyente mo, mahalin ka ng iyong mga colleagues, at mahalin ka din ng mga nakakasalumuha mo. At mas lalaki ang networks mo with it. Okay? Yan. So, thank you guys for listening. So, this is our um actually parang two-part 'tong ginawa nating lecture eh, no? So, yan. So, for your assignment, create a company logo, no? Illustrate a word or illustrate or whatever you want for your logo. Then look in it as if you were already starting your own new firm. Then describe a rationale for your logo and why do you choose the font, design, and color for it. Okay? So guys, this is individual ha. Hindi po ito group. This is individual. And we'll have a short quiz for next meeting. Okay? Thank you guys and have a good day.